What's going on YouTube? Chief Red here, back with another video. And today we're talking NBA 2K. 2K season is almost upon us. And normally I'd be excited. This was 3 or 4 years ago. I'd be excited. But for the last 2 years, I've been kind of done. And yeah, I know you're watching footage from NBA 2K25. I know. I gave in again. But they're not going to get me this year. I want to talk about why. Don't worry, we'll talk about the covers, talk about the pre-order content. Because if you didn't know, you could pre-order the game. No footage, no gameplay, no features, barely got screenshots. But go ahead and hit that pre-order link so we can get that cash from you. But it's all right. I know. It's my fault. I just want an enjoyable experience, a good, consistent game that doesn't charge me an arm and a leg to play and doesn't frustrate me with randoms. 2K recently announced the covers for the game. 4 different covers, 3 separate editions, 3 cover athletes. Standard edition features Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the reigning MVP from the OKC Thunder, with a pre-order bonus of 10,000 VC. That's your $70 base tier version. You also got the WNBA edition that features Angel Reese. Then you get the Superstar edition, which is your mid-tier version featuring Carmelo Anthony. Shout out Melo. Which features your pre-order bonus of 10,000 VC. You get 7-day early access, Season 1 Pro Pass, My Career content, your skill boost, your Gatorade, double XP coin. They only give you 1 coin. And of course, your 100,000 virtual currency. Then you got the Leave No Doubt edition, which is your high tier for $150, which features all of that stuff from the Superstar edition, plus a puffer jacket and 135,000 VC. Cool. Great. Covers, nobody cares. Who's buying physical copies anymore? I do buy them for some games, but for this one, 2K25 was the first time I bought a digital. So you can tell how done I am with this game. Now here's the deal. At its core, think about what's happening here. If we're just looking at this screen with all the pre-order content, you're paying an extra $50 for 35,000 extra VC. Because that's what it is, right? Nobody cares about a Season 1 Pro Pass. Okay, they don't even give you a Hall of Fame pass. They give you a Pro Pass. Because they have 2 tiers of the season pass. They have the Pro Pass and then they have the Hall of Fame pass. One is $10, one is $20. And then they're giving you the Summer Pass, which is Season 7 through 9 Pro Passes. So so they're giving you 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so they're giving you $40 worth of season passes and an extra 35,000 VC for $50. So if you think about it, you're paying like $10 for that extra 35,000 VC. So you're not getting anything extra. Like, you're not getting anything extra. You're just getting things that you would pay for if you just went into the game. This isn't, they're not doing you a favor. So when you really break it down, they can't even give you an extra 50,000 VC for paying $50 more. This is terrible. And think about this for a second. This is the first year that they've actually offered more VC for the high tier version of the game than the mid tier. Every year since 2K17, when they've had a Legend Edition, they've given you the same 100,000 VC in the high tier version that you would get with the mid tier version. They're not giving you anything extra for your extra $50. And a different cover doesn't matter because you're probably getting it digitally anyway. Just to see Shai Gilgeous on the cover when you load up. So what are we really getting for an extra $50? So over time, they're trying to be a little slick because they're giving you 10,000 on the pre-order bonus instead of 5,000 that it normally is. But that's not going to get you anything. And here's the deal. They're still setting the prices in game with inflation. They're setting virtual currency inflation in the game. So over time, it's gotten more expensive for clothes, shoes, headbands. All of this stuff is expensive to buy. It's getting more expensive to buy every year. More importantly, the builds themselves are more expensive. If you're a veteran of the game, I'm sure at some point you have gone to the previous game or screenshotted the previous build and said, I want to make the same build on the new game. Because I do that. I'll go to the same build, whatever build I'm going to make. I'll go to the build that I like on the previous game. I screenshot it and say, I'm going to make the same one. You go into the new game and you have caps on all the attributes. You might be able to make the half of it, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, I can't do this. Same height, same weight, same wingspan, but you can't do certain things with the new build. So they cap you at the attributes. They shift the attributes around, and they make it more expensive to build. So you can't make the build from an attribute standpoint, but then when you make it, when you actually finalize the build and you go in and you see how much it's going to cost you, it's like close to 400,000 VC. When it might have used to have been, maybe 200 to 300 VC. That's insane. So you're literally giving us inflation in a video game. So think about the trend, right? You go from 2K13, which first introduced VC, which was just like the new form of skill points. Then that translated to over time, just getting more expensive. Then 2K22, 23 comes in, and then they introduce a season pass, which is following Call of Duty, following Fortnite, all these other games that's trying to do the season pass. Even Madden has a season pass. So you're charging us more money, but the selling point is, oh, you get more VC. You can get 45,000 earnable VC with level skips. So you're charging me money for VC. Then you're charging me money for a season pass. And you're charging me more money for different versions of the game that's not really even giving me that much more VC. And I'm supposed to be okay with this after a while. They got me long enough. But we're here buying the game and paying for early access? No, I'm done with that. I already got to deal with bad randoms, toxic community, dudes that don't want to pass the ball, dudes that just want to come in, play 2-man, play 3-man. I already got to deal with that. I already got to deal with y'all not really updating gameplay, not fixing the gameplay. You come in, 2K25 was the worst gameplay they ever had. Everything is super slow, super clunky. And I'm not even saying that I don't like a slower paced game. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you get into the gameplay and it feels like you can't do any moves effectively because of the way these pro play animations have the game feeling. It's super clunky. It's not smooth. Trying to transition from a dribble move to a dunk is like almost impossible. He'll just go with some weird layup. That was never a problem in the old games. Even the worst of the worst games they've ever made never had a problem with dunk takeoffs. And somehow they broke that. But they don't address that. They don't say nothing about that. That's ridiculous. So then you come in, you got to deal with that. You got to deal. I'm a person that likes to shoot with the stick. And it seems like every year they're changing the stick controls. Now all of a sudden you hold up on the stick, it goes to the go-to shot instead of being able to just shoot with the stick. Then you got rhythm shooting added in. Nobody asked for this. Fix the gameplay, man. So then you come in and now I got to relearn how to use a stick because you won't give me a controller layout like they have on first-person shooters, Call of Duty, Battlefield. They let you change your controls however you want. If you're a lefty, you can change it. If you want to switch the melee with your prone button, you could do that. But on this one, no, we can't do that. You just gonna go with what we give you. That's not good gameplay. That's not a good gameplay experience for the consumer. But here again, we learned a long time ago that 2K don't care about the consumer, which is exactly why I'm not buying 2K26. I know, I done heard it before. Red, you're gonna get the game. The squad tell me every time. Red, you're gonna get the game, man. You've been saying this for years, man. You're gonna be there day one. Not this year, I'm not. I'm busy on college football. I'm building the dynasty. So when you really start to break down how 2K operates, I mean, it took us long enough. And the thing is, the messed up part is we knew it. Like, we knew we were getting got. This it's not a secret. If you're smart enough to know how business works, you can see how a lack of competition has affected this game. But you see it, and you know it, and after a while, you have to get to a point where you're like, I think I'm done. I don't want it to be like that. I want to play the game. I want to hoop because we don't have any other options. But that's exactly the problem. You get caught up, and then you get the peer pressure. Your squad is on. They sharing their screen. And you got to sit there and watch. I guess I'll get it. I guess I'll go ahead. I was able to hold out a week. Last year, I was able to hold out a week. Got on day one and immediately got off. Because the gameplay is just bad. It's bad gameplay. You're paying extra for bad gameplay. Like, I don't think y'all understand like how bad this is. This is $50 extra for 35,000 VC. Nobody cares about season 7 through 9 pro passes. By that time, the game's dead. Like, we're off the game by like March. Season 7 through 9 is like, what, June to August? Or July to September? Like, nobody cares about season 7 through 9. They could have, if they was going to give us 4 pro passes, why wouldn't they give us season 1 through 4? Because they're trying to give you the least amount of value for your dollar. It's as simple as that. The answer to how 2K operates is in the season pass offering right there. They only give it to you with one version of the game, and it's the worst seasons that you can get. Season 1 is cool, but then they give you season 7 through 9. And I rest my case. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Y'all take it easy.